I think that Xavier has the energy to make people feel included, but those energies aren't directed in the right space, and they aren't directed enough. The energies aren't encouraged, and I think that a lot of queer students feel almost sequestered in certain parts of campus.
I don't think Xavier does the best it can do in terms of making its queer students feel accepted, welcomed. I feel like there is a lot that it could be doing that it isn't. I feel like what it does do is largely performative and doesn't really have an effect on the queer population. Xavier could do a lot more to actively and explicitly include queer students in their mission. They do a lot in terms of diversity, but I feel like the queer population is often swept under the rug. Another thing I would like from Xavier is possibly a queer-specific living space.
I know of the institutionally correct places to have safe spaces, and I'm thankful that they're there in some capacity. I know about the ones in CDI. I know about the new Equity and Inclusion Center in the library.
So as somebody who is part of the queer alliance that Xavier has here, I know that that is a space where a lot of queer people go, and that's probably the most populous space for connection that queer students have. I am also a companion group leader through the CFJ, and the companion group that I co-lead is queer specific. So every student that we have in there is in some way, shape, or form part of the LGBT community, though that community is much smaller than the Queer Alliance. I only work with the CDI in terms of going to the Queer Alliance meetings. I'm not exactly sure what it is they do on campus.
I had the great opportunity to speak with some faculty about diversity and inclusion in the classroom about last week, and they were really receptive and really asking a lot of questions. I would just encourage those professors to take their learning, as they encourage us to, outside of their classroom.
To show not only that they acknowledge their queer students and that they respect them, but also that they want them to feel comfortable, and not only comfortable but happy at Xavier.